Hey Capricorn, so welcome back to Divinely Me C. We are going to get your overall energy, see what messages the Spirit have for you guys. We're going to dive into your love messages first, and then we'll get your overall energy. Spirit, can I please get one card for Capricorn's overall energy and love? How is Capricorn feeling around the energy of love? How is Okay, we have the King of Cups energy here. So it seems like Capricorn, you could be trying to master your emotions. You could be trying to master emotional intelligence, right? You could be focusing on not making any emotional decisions right now. So you're being cautious and strategic how you're going towards love. If you are in a relationship right now, I still feel like you're giving love, but it's in a way of maybe like acts of service. Maybe like it's not giving like more of the words of affirmation. It's more of like strategically. Like not the like, oh my God, I love you, how can I serve you? But it's like I'm showing you I love you, but I'm not putting in all the work. Okay. Why is this energy here for Capricorns? Why is this? We have the Two of Pentacles here. So I feel like you just don't want to take on more responsibility. So the thing is, if somebody's trying to put too much on your plate, you're creating a balance. Um, because you realize when you're giving so much of yourself, you're taking on too much responsibility, or you're taking on other people's responsibility. It could be even emotional burdens. 222 on a clock. Tell me more of why this energy is here. We have the Chariot card. Maybe some of you realize like the faster that you move, and you know when you don't take your time, you start finding out like the bad things, or the overburdensome things, or the emotionally heavy things, because you could find that you have moved too fast in the past. So now that's what you're trying to master, is that emotional intelligence. For those of you guys who are in a relationship, I feel like you are trying to balance something. Maybe you have always took on a lot of the responsibility in a relationship, or emotional responsibility, right? 313 on the clock. Um, and I have the Chariot card here with the Sun card. So you guys are choosing your peace, your own balance over everything. I definitely feel like you're in an energy of filling up your own cup, um, and going towards what makes you happy. If it's not making you happy, I feel like you're not investing in it. That doesn't necessarily mean you don't love a person. It just means like I'm choosing myself first. Tell me more of why the Two of Pentacles is here for Capricorn in love. Yep, the Strength card. Okay, this isn't an easy decision for you to make, because Capricorn, you could be naturally a lover, you could be naturally a loyal person, but now you're saying like, I have to be loyal to myself first. How can I be loyal or good for anybody else when I'm emotionally drained? I'm mentally drained. Tell me more. So something about like you just had too much on your plate, and you considered walking away from a situation, or you know that you are willing to walk away from situations that's not equally giving to you emotionally. For those of you guys who are in a relationship, I feel like some of you could be heavily considering walking away from a situation for your own happiness, towards something that makes you happy. It's giving like rebel, right? Like something is giving like boring or stressful. 444 could be significant. And you're like, I just, like somebody's ready to just rip off like Like, say somebody's like always been very, I don't want to use the word conservative. I mean, like, somebody's just always been, you know, somebody's just ready to be free. That's the easiest way I can say it. Like, somebody's ready to be free. Somebody's ready to find happiness. Somebody just, it's like something's been holding you down emotionally. And it's also bringing a lot of responsibility towards you. And so, although you love and you care about this person, I feel like you are choosing to walk away if there's not a balance brought into this situation. How does this person feel about Capricorn? How does this person feel about Capricorn? They feel like this is fair. They feel like what you are saying is fair. So they're not saying that you're wrong. Somebody is acknowledging, yeah, we got the Hermit card. Okay, so they're feeling like you're not as talkative right now. You guys could be like isolated or in separation. Like if they're looking for you offline, like you're not online. I feel like you are really heavy in making a decision. We got the High Priestess here. They know that you're intuitive. They feel like you could be keeping something to yourself. Like I said, not saying something, not discussing something. It's like you're keeping everything to yourself, keeping it close to yourself. So you could be taking notes. You could be like writing, journaling. So you could be on your computer, but you're not on social media. So somebody's looking for you, but they're like, where is Capricorn? Like, I know Capricorn is right. And we got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So again, if you are one of those people that's like very impulsive, it's kind of like you got them confused because they're like, where is Capricorn? Tell me about the Knight of Swords in reverse. Why is the Knight of Swords here in reverse? Yeah, no communication. You could be slow to communicate with them, slower to communicate with them. It's how they feel. They feel like you want some type of truth. You want some type of clarity. You're trying to gain truth. You're trying to gain clarity. With the Five of Cups here, because you're not happy about something. You're grieving something. What's the advice here for Capricorn in love? Got the Page of Swords. That's the thinking card. That was the Six of Swords. Finding a calmer space. One more. Oh, for the, yeah. Something's telling me that if you walk away from a situation, you're going to find more peace. But in this peace, it's going to bring you some type of transformation, some type of healing, because you're going to be able to be more clear-minded, to think more. You'll actually be able to invest more in yourself, and something's going to grow from that. So you choosing yourself, there's something going to grow for them. Yeah, if you take action towards something, and stop holding on to someone who makes you feel rejected, or something that you just feel like is letting you down, and it makes you very emotional. And I feel like whoever this person is, it's somebody that you looked at as a leader, somebody that you felt like you could build with, somebody that you admired, somebody that you truly loved, but you felt like you were following your heart towards this person. And now I feel like you're second guessing that. Tell me more about the situation with Capricorn and love. Yeah, like I said, you were always a giver. And that's why you are now being more strategic. It's like when a person calls you, you're not so quick to answer them. I feel like if you were the type of person that's always wanted to be around your person, I feel like you're okay with the distance, and they see that with the Hermit card here. Because they didn't used to have to desire time with you, because you're just like, I just want to be around you. But now you're just like, no, I'm cool hanging out by myself, or I'm cool sitting in the house. Nah, I'm gonna chill in the house today. And they kind of like, what? What's up with Capricorn? The more I reach out to you, the less you say, the less you reach out to me. Yeah, you were given a lot. And I feel like you when you were giving, you felt like you weren't getting the same back. It's like, why do I always have to reach out to you? Why don't you reach out to me? And I feel like you're leaving a situation because you're realizing like the longer you stay, like the like time is just constantly passing you by and you can't get this time back. I feel like whether you are already embracing like your happiness, your peace, somebody gets bothered by that because they want to know like how are you happy without them? Tell me more about this Justice card. This person feels like it's fair for Capricorn. Tell me more. Yeah. They feel like this person sees this as your justice, like this is fair, like what you're saying, what you're doing is fair, even though they won't probably tell you that, because these are all your emotions and thoughts and the energy around you. But they feel like Capricorn sees the truth. I said that with the High Priestess. Capricorn speaks the truth, so they know how you feel. Like I said, even if they aren't receptive to, when you're emotional or you're expressing your emotions, they feel like what you say, what you see is the truth, regardless if they admit that to you or not. So they understand that you're in separation from them because they realize they're not giving you what you need. And they understand that you don't play about your boundaries and you're not against walking away from a situation. And they know, like, pretty much they can't be around you, they can't pursue you unless they're serious because your boundaries is given like strong boundaries here. You could be up late at night, like I said, journaling, writing in your thoughts, coming up with a master plan, something that you're keeping to yourself. I mean, this is like late nights too. Like, and you don't get tired. Whatever this is, it gives you a lot of energy, like a boost of energy. It's like you're listening to your gut, you're listening to your intuition, you're listening to your guides. I feel like when you're pulling your energy away from this person is going to start pursuing you because you're moving on. This person, if they weren't a gifter, they could be getting you like flowers, just some type of gifts, because they're going to be grieving or missing this communication and missing the energy that you give them. Tell me more. I feel like they're going to realize when it's too late that they could have built a family with you. Like the family that you saw with this person, they're going to realize too late, like you were the person that they could be with, the person they could build something with, once you've moved on from a situation. Tell me more for Capricorn, please. You're going to see a healed version of you, so your boundaries are going to be different. You could be dealing with someone who you feel like is low-key like in competition with you, or it's like I look up to you, but I feel like you be copying my style, or you like somebody, you're realizing somebody is not authentic. Somebody is not authentic, and actually they admire you. You put them on a pedestal, and although they may not outwardly put you on a pedestal, somebody wants to they like the attention that you get, right? And so they portray to be that person when they're not around you. Like they try to be you. Okay, so somebody could be, like I said, you're not reaching out to them and they're trying to figure out, like, if you're on social media, they're trying to see if you blocked them. And it's kind of like, nah, I'm not going to block you because I want you to see me happy, because even if you're not moving on to a relationship, like, you could be giving yourself a lot of love, a lot of attention. This could be somebody who's a heavy smoker, or they have like smoker lips, like they look like they smoke heavily, like they got like darkness around the edges of their lips. Or there's something about this person's lips that are significant, like something even about like chapped lips if they're not a smoker. So you could just be pointing out things to, like, how like when you point out things or you start seeing like the uglies about a person for you to be turned off about them, like you could be at that phase with someone. Uh-huh. And I feel like once you find a space that's giving you peace and happiness and joy, it's going to be such a relief. It's going to be like a mental detox for you. Yeah. Okay. So this person sees that you don't defy to open like the social norms of people. Like I said, you're authentic. There's something about you that's authentic. And this person sees that they love the truth that you speak. They love the truth that you see. They see that you are the high priestess. They see that you are very connected to the divine. This is a relationship that you've been repeating cycles with for a while. This is a karmic relationship. There are some hard emotional lessons that you've had to learn about boundaries and self love in this relationship with this person. I told you. So this situation is pushing you in isolation mode, and it's saying that the universe is trying to accelerate you. Like I said, this whatever this is that you're working on at night, something that's giving you these ideas and it's boosting your energy. I feel like it's something that you also go back and forth with, because you're just like, your faith is not, you don't see the vision, right? And if this is your destined plan and it's on your gut and it's on your intuition, your spirit guides are pushing you to do it, I feel like you would do it and then you'll pause, and then you would do it and then you'll pause. But spirit is saying your faith is too rocky. You got to be consistent. You got to do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it when you don't, believe. But you have to constantly believe, because your faith, your vibration is everything. I tell people all the time, your energy and your vibration is like the algorithm on social media. So whatever you indulge in is what you get back tenfold. So you always, if it's on your heart and you're passionate about it, know that that's where you're meant to be. Know that that's where you're meant to go, and just trust it and do it and leave the results up to the universe and to the divine. Tell me more. This person wants to be you so bad. I'm so sorry. It's like this person's not going to know what to do without you being around, because they consume so much of your energy and they want to be like you. So regardless if they're not like you and they put on this persona, this real bad, big and tough persona, like you should look up to them. No, they literally, it's like if you're a spiritual person and you speak the truth, talk to, like everything that you say to this person, they go and they regurgitate to other people. It says this person should be in jail for identity theft. Hopefully this person is not a scammer, but yes, this person really admires you, whether they've admitted it to you or not, Capricorn. Somebody wants to be you. And that's not a bad thing. It's like you could be making somebody look at their own shadow side, but not in a way that they're willing to change. Like they're doing a deep dive to change themselves like you are. It's like a persona. It's like a personality switch. Again, this is a repeated cycle that you've constantly went around in with this person. And it's because, like I said, you fell in love with this person, and it wasn't an easy decision for you to make. Somebody could, okay, be a drinker or a smoker, like I said, because I got drinking and smoking here. Somebody is giving like false confidence. Somebody's giving false confidence, and I feel like you're seeing that now about somebody. Like I said, pointing out the uglies, because you know, like when you start talking to yourself about someone, and you're just like, no, they ain't my type. I feel like you're doing that. Somebody could make you feel intimidated by other women, so that could be what's pushing you away from them as well. Somebody could be one of them people that's claiming other people as sisters or brothers, and you like, your mama didn't birth them, that's not your sister. We got, yeah. So again, like I said, if somebody's out here like trying to preach to the masses or the people that they hang around, like spirituality, like you, Capricorn, it's like you have such a cold heart. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like this person's wearing a mask because they're not doing the shadow work that needs to be done. And I feel like that's the stuff that's driving you crazy, because you realize that somebody is um not sure about who they are. And this person realized that you're going to find a lot of freedom walking away from them. They know this. They are very intimidated by you walking away. And they know that you're going to walk away. They know you're not going to hold on to this any longer. They're afraid that you're going to walk away and find somebody new that's actually going to marry you and treat you the way you're supposed to be treated. This person has some type of trauma, unaddressed trauma, deep unaddressed trauma. This person has deep unaddressed trauma. There could be a situation about a child here, a baby mama. Yeah, there's a lot about sexual activity here. Like a lot of sexual activity between you two. This person feels like, they used to be able to pull up whenever they wanted to. Like they had a lot of control over you. Or this person has this, like if they have a child somewhere else. I feel like be careful allowing this person to come back, because they could just be wanting to come back to prove a point. Okay, like who do you think you are, trying to walk away? So they could just be coming back to prove a point that they still have some type of power or control over you. Yeah, and you love this person. You love this person through some type of abuse, some type of cheating. You consider this person your best friend. And now this person looks at you as the enemy because you're choosing yourself. Okay. Let's see. Some spiritual messages about this spread for Capricorn. Spiritual messages about this spread for Capricorn. You're moving on to a new phase in your life that's going to make you very happy, very fruitful. Okay, you're going to have more financial freedom, material freedom. This could be making you look at some type of childhood trauma, some type of patterns that you have that you're realizing. Yeah, but you're realizing the energy that this person is in. You're probably questioning, was this even love in the first place? I told you this person has some trauma. Like I said, it's not like they hate you, but they don't know how to love. But they know that there's something different about you. They know that, and they know the first time somebody discover this, you're going to be off the market. And that's what they're afraid of. They know your value. Even if you feel like they don't, you feel like you constantly have to prove to them. Yeah, this is someone you consider a friend, so that's why it hurt. This person could have Virgo in their natal chart, making you feel guilty with shame, religion, belief, and rewards. Somebody, again, it could be like manipulation, mental, control. The karmic is watching you. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my tea. I told you, this person is watching you. They're trying to see what you're up to, what you got going on. Okay, because they just don't know. And then we got homeboy, homegirl giving crush vibes. Okay, so you could have somebody crushing on you. Let's get advice card to close out the reading for Capricorn. And I would do y'all a general message after this. Advice card for Capricorn. This is y'all therapy card, which says, what is distracting you? This relationship was distracting you for something you're destined to do. What is out of balance in your life? Okay, like I said with the Two of Pentacles, on what should you focus more? And I feel like you separating yourself is allowing you to focus on whatever you know you need to be focused on, whatever you know that you are destined to do, your purpose. I feel like it's pushing you towards that. What they say was push you towards your North Node. Advice card to close out the reading for Capricorn. Betrayal. So you have the betrayal card as your advice. So Spirit is saying you're betraying yourself. Spirit is saying who really betrayed you. Betrayal comes from others, mirrors you betraying yourself. Betrayal is a web that disrupts everything you thought that you knew. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust. But without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and you will thrive. The real question is, how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? I am willing to know the truth. Okay? So, Capricorn, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If it did, I ask that you guys please kindly hit that subscribe button for me so that you guys can tune in to my readings. If I am not here, go ahead and check out my Heal Black Girl page, because if I am not doing readings, that's because I'm focused on my Heal Black Girl business, and you guys could come along on a journey to see that unfold, because that and this is my purpose. Remember that over here with me, it's all love and peace. There's no tea. Till next time, guys. Bye.